so I wasn't expecting to have to record another video this week, but as it's been pointed out to me, all of the Ninjago 2025 sets, or at least the first wave of them, have officially been revealed. So let's talk about them. And let's keep this relatively simple. I am going to go for the most part in order of smallest to the biggest sets, because of course everyone wants to talk about the bigger sets, especially because, well, if you've seen these new reveals like I have, you will be wanting to talk about this new big set coming up. But let's talk about them in ascending order. But other than that, let me know what you guys do think of these sets, because, spoiler alert, these are amazing. But yeah, let's get started with these smaller sets, these like battle pack sets, I guess, because they are the Dragon Spinjitzu Spinner set. We've got one for Kai, we've got one for Sora, and we've got one for Aaron. And while I'm not overly mad at these sets, for one, I won't be picking them up because they're just not my type of set. I do definitely still see the appeal of them, and they are a good way to get your hands on some of these minifigures. The Kai one will serve good as a battle army builder because you do have the new enemies in the Kai one. The Sora one also is good for that exact reason, and by the looks of it, these are the final versions of these minifigures for the wave, in terms of the ninja anyway. So they are also a good way of getting Sora, Aaron, and Kai, but obviously it just doesn't have the armor piece. And also, yeah, those hoods. Yeah, well, let me quickly talk about them actually. I do understand why people don't like them, and honestly, to an extent, I don't like them either, but I do still like them. They remind me a lot of the Season 13 masks, the one for Master of the Mountain, and I do like those ones, and I hope they do have some sort of aspect to them like the Master of the Mountain helmets did, but I still understand the hate for them, but they're still fine in my opinion. But I will say, without a doubt, the best one of these new Battle Spinner packs is definitely the Aaron one, because it does have the new Aaron minifigure, and I will talk about the minifigures at the end, because obviously I'm a minifigure guy ultimately, but I also do love the sets, and I have plenty of them. But this one is definitely the best of the bunch because it does have the new Aaron, and it has a Raz, and it has the full Raz minifigure as well. So I definitely am seeing the appeal of these new Battle Spinners. But if you are getting the bigger sets, there isn't really a need for them. But if you do like the look of them, I definitely don't see why they're bad. They're definitely some of the better ones in comparison to others. But those are the spinners, let's get on to the actual sets. Now, the smallest of the bunch is actually the Zane's Battle Mech suit, and I'm gonna be honest, this is a really good set, especially considering the size and the minifigures. As you can see, this set does come with a little Zane mech. It reminds me a lot of the core one, and I do think the core one is alright, but this one definitely seems like an improvement on it. So, I do appreciate it for that regard. But let's be honest, the minifigures are absolutely incredible for this set. It comes with the Zane. Of course, it doesn't have the mask piece, or it doesn't have any sort of armor, which is a shame. But we do get a Wildfire finally in a smaller set, and it is the one from the previous seasons, but that's fine. It's officially an affordable way to get Wildfire, and I think that is fantastic for that exact reason. And let's be honest, then we do have one of the Forbidden 5 in this set. This set is absolutely fantastic, let's be honest. I really do think this set is a no-brainer. I think they've done really well with these smaller sets because the ultimate appeal of these smaller sets is when they come with fantastic minifigures, and each wave so far has definitely done that at least once. But in my opinion, the main version of this is definitely the Battle Army set that we got for Season 2 of Dragon's Rising. The one that came with Master Lloyd, and it came with 2 of the Wolf Mask Warriors. But yeah, if it goes without saying, because of how much I've enjoyed this set so far, this is definitely, in my opinion, a must-have for this new wave, because it just does have everything going for it. And in my opinion, it is just a no-brainer. But next up, we're going to start moving up to some of the more bigger sets, and let's talk about Lloyd's Pullback Race Car. And it's another Lloyd car set, so yeah. And I'm going to be perfectly honest, I do think this set is potentially a skip for me, because it's a cheaper set, and of course it comes with a Lloyd, and it comes with one of the new Dragonian Warriors, but it seems to have some sort of gimmick to it. It's a Lloyd car again, and also there's no exclusive minifigures to this set. I think the main appeal for me will always be the minifigures of every set, because while the build is always a fantastic thing to have, and it's one I love to get, the minifigures do also matter in the grand scheme of things, and the fact that there is nothing unique to either of these minifigures for this set really is a drawback to me. But that doesn't take away from the fact that the car build itself does look really cool. I do like the elemental pieces, or the gold in it, and the different types of green. There is nothing wrong with this car, but the fact is that Lloyd has so many different cars nowadays that I just don't see the need to get it, because it looks like a good Lloyd car, but other ones have simply just done it better. To be honest, I'm just gonna stick with my Season 8 Lloyd car. But honestly, don't let this take away from the fact that this is a very good looking set. I just think it's going to be one that I personally skip out on. Because like I said, the minifigures are also a big aspect for me. And this is not me judging the minifigures yet, let me say, because I will get to that at the end of the video. But this set, if you pick it up, honestly, let me know what you think of it, because I'm not going to. But it's still not a bad looking set, and it's definitely going to be an affordable way to get the new Lloyd. But next up is another Lloyd set. We're going to get a lot of Lloyd sets by the looks of it this wave, and again, it is Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon. And again, I think I have the same opinion when it comes to this set. Because yes, it's a very cool looking dragon, it looks very well put together, and the minifigure selection is okay, but it's ultimately a case of the Draconian Scout is not going to be unique. The Dragon Baby, while cool, it doesn't justify the set enough to me. And the Lloyd is just the Season 1 Lloyd's outfit with the mech head and the tournament armor. So it's not even a unique Lloyd, and I doubt it's even going to be in Season 3. So this is definitely going to be another skip for me, unfortunately. But like with the car, let me know what you do think of it, because it does look interesting. And I'll say this as well. With the car, I'm going to stick to the Season 8, and with the dragon, or a Lloyd dragon specifically, I'm going to stick to my movie dragon, and I'm going to stick to the Day of the Departed Lloyd dragon. So that's the one I'm going to have instead. But we're going up one more time, and we're going to now talk about Kai's Mech Storm Rider. I don't know why I said one more time, by the way. But this set actually does look pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of the core set. I don't remember the name of it specifically. It's the one where it's a Kai mech, but it's also on a bike. It does remind me of that. But this set is fairly cool looking. Honestly, the build itself reminds me of something from Star Wars. I really do think that's where my head's going with it, but I really do like it. It's a shame because it looks like a Kai and a Nia vehicle, and it's basically just in the Kai colors, but it's still a very cool looking set nonetheless. But as for the minifigures, again, there are no exclusive minifigures to this set, and I want to make it abundantly clear that a set doesn't need to have an exclusive minifigure for me to like it. But it is always a factor because it does add an appeal to a set for me. And honestly, this set is still fantastic regardless, and one I probably will pick up. But it is good to make clear that this set doesn't have any minifigures that requires you to get this set. So if it is one you don't like the look of, you can pass on it, which is always a nice thing because ultimately everyone wants their full ninja collection. And this is a decent way to get Kai and Nia for this new wave. But like I said, this is a very cool build, and honestly, it's probably a set I will pick up. Because like I said, it does just have a lot of cool aspects to it and a good minifigure selection, but it's probably not one I will get straight away. Alright, side note, I did not realize there was a 4+ set in this wave. The website I'm reading off of this first look at, the 4+ set is just right in the middle, so I would have covered this at the very beginning, but there is a 4+ set, and it's the Ninja Spinjitzu Temple. And while it's a 4+ set, weirdly enough, it actually has a really good range of minifigures. For some reason, it does come with, mind you, no armor on all of them, but it comes with Ryu, Nia, Kai, Lloyd, and Zane, which is crazy. So if you do want to wait to get most of the ninja, get the 4+ set, I guess, but just keep in mind the price because it is a 4+ set, because for some reason they like to bump them up. But I'm not going to comment on the build because it's clearly not meant to be a full-blown set, but honestly, if you do want just a quick way to get most of the ninja, they're there, so keep that in mind. But let's officially get into the big hitters, and we're going to start with Raz and Aaron's Super Storm Jets. And I'm going to be honest, this set is sick. I really do like the look of this build. I love the use of pieces that we can see. I love the fact that it looks like it's got the black version of the Ryu head on it, and the yellow and the blue do just look fantastic together. And I wonder if it's a Storm Jet, I wonder if it'll play into J at all. But this is a fantastic looking set. And it does also come with Aaron, Raz, and a Dragonian Warrior. So I'm very interested to see how this plays out, because by the looks of the box, the Dragonian Warriors are going to be fighting Aaron and Raz, which does make sense, I will say. But I do think it's very interesting to see how this set looks. But honestly, this is most definitely one I'm going to be picking up. And I will also say that, again, regardless of the fact that there are no exclusive minifigures to this set, obviously because, well, they're coming in the Spinjitzu Battle Spinner, so let's be honest, you could just get these exact same minifigures in a much cheaper set, so do keep that in mind if you only want the minifigures. But if you do want a really cool looking jet, this is definitely a set for you, and that is why I'm going to be picking it up as well. But we're going to officially get into the big hitters, and let's be honest, these are definitely going to be the sets that everyone are talking about. So let's start with the smaller of the two, but just by a little bit, and it's going to be the Dragonian Storm Village. And let's be perfectly honest, this is a must-have. This set is absolutely amazing looking, and it's one that I think is going to fly off of the shelves once it's released. This has a really cool looking build. I will say, personal preference, I love when we actually get builds in the Ninjago sets. I love the vehicles, but the actual places, or the actual villages, the houses, the temples, I do think they are by far the best sets that we do get. And this one is a very cool build, let's be honest. But let's be honest, we're all thinking about the minifigures. But let's go through it just very quickly. Like I said, I'll cover fully the minifigures at the end, but Dragonian Warriors are always a nice touch. We got Rogue, which is Jay, so it looks like he's going to be having a new name in Season 3, which is very interesting. And let's be honest, his minifigure is absolutely amazing looking. We got the full version of Nia, which is always nice to see. We got the full version of Zane, which is also nice to see. And let's be honest, it's Moro! So just like that, we're going to have to be buying this set. But yeah, the build, the minifigures, everything about it, this is a fantastic looking set, and it's definitely one I'm looking forward to getting, and possibly one I will do a review on. So let me know, because if there's any of these I'm going to do a review on, it's probably going to be this one. Well, maybe also the next one as well. Because the next one is, oh my god, this is amazing. The Zane's Ultra Combiner mech is a sight to behold. This set is absolutely amazing looking. The mech itself looks like a combination of a Samurai X mech that we saw at the end of Crystallize. Looks like Sora's in there. Looks like Ryu's in there. No, Ryu is in there. You can actually see him. And it looks like a lot of Zane in there as well. This mech is absolutely amazing. This potentially might be one of the best mechs we've ever seen. And I'm going to be honest, this is possibly better than the one that we got for Cole in the last wave. Well, actually, no, it definitely is, because that one only came with one minifigure. But speaking of the minifigures, oh my god, we got this brick-built Zane, which looks amazing, and I'm very curious to see how this plays into the show. We got two Dragonian Warriors, which is nice. We finally got Noct, which is why I'm going to be getting this as soon as physically possible. The full version of Cole, a Sora, and let's be honest, everyone's happy to see it. Pixel! She's finally back, and that Stone Warrior? Why did I say that? That Samurai X suit is absolutely amazing looking. This set is just fantastic looking. I can't wait to get this. And what makes it even better is that it's a 4-in-1 set as well. It's got 4 different variants on what it can be. One of them is the brick-built Zane, one of them is Ryu, one of them's a jet, and one of them's a car. That's incredible. This set is doing so much. I think this is going to be the set of the wave, I'm going to be honest with you. And like I said, definitely one I'm going to have to pick up. And this also is one I'm definitely going to have to review. So let me know if you do want to see that in January. But that is all of the sets that we've got for this new wave. And let's be honest, there are some fantastic sets in there. And just as a quick ranking, let's just say how excited I am from least to most. Least, of course, is going to be that 4+ set. Obviously, it has a good selection of minifigures, but if you're getting the other sets, it doesn't matter. Then it's probably those little spinner packs, because I just don't see the appeal of them. I never really buy them. Then it's probably going to be Lloyd's car, because I'm just not overly interested in it. Then Lloyd's Dragon, again, just for the same reasons. Then it's probably that little Battle Mech pack, because of the minifigures it comes with. Then we're probably going to say it's going to be the Mech Storm Rider, because while I do really like the look of it, it's definitely one that I'm not going to be overly waiting for, and also because of the minifigures, and just the other ones are simply better. But then it probably just goes by size, because it's then going to be the storm jet, then it's going to be the city or the temple, and then it's definitely going to be that combiner mech, because like I said, I just can't wait to get my hands on that one. But those are all the sets, and let me know what you think of them, because they are just fantastic looking, they really are, and just a lot of amazing sets that I think are going to look great in any collection. But let's quickly go through the minifigures like I said. The Dragonian Warriors do look really sick. I think they're a very nice looking bit of minifigures. I will say I like the Vermilion-esque armor that they wear. I like just the armor in general, all the different headpieces. Just a fantastic set of a fantastic set of enemies. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why I keep making these mistakes. But yeah, they are a fantastic looking army, and one I definitely can't wait to have. The Forbidden 5 also look fantastic. The Noct is amazing, and the other two are as well. I'm going to be honest, I've kind of just forgotten their name. Like I said, this video is very impromptu. But the Forbidden 5 do look fantastic. They're all amazing. I do know we don't have all of them in this wave, so I'm hoping we get the rest of them in the wave after. But, like I said, they're still amazing looking, and definitely ones I can't wait to have. Also, Raz is a good looking minifigure, but that's because it is just the same one as before, so I'm not overly excited about getting him. But it's still a nice way to still get Raz if you haven't got him already. As for our two side characters, I guess, like I said, the Pixel looks absolutely amazing. I really do like that new Samurai X suit. And also, you can see it's got a new head print as well. So she's going to be absolutely amazing to get your hands on, and one I just can't wait for. And then the other one, of course, is Moro, and he just looks amazing. I know some people would wish he looks a little more separate from what he looked like before, but still, he looks so good. And again, just one I can't wait to get my hands on. And probably just to separate him, actually, let's talk about Rogue. The minifigure is absolutely amazing. I love that he's gone to gold armor when he had gray, and the ninja who had gold armor and now have the gray. They flipped over, which is really nice. And like I said, his minifigure just looks fantastic, and definitely one I can't wait to get in hand, because the blue's nice with the lighter blue. I like the hat he has, his weapon's cool. Just an amazing looking minifigure, and one I can't wait to see how it plays out. And finally speaking is just the ninja and their new suits. While I do have a problem with those new mask pieces, I do still think they're fantastic looking suits. I think all of the ninja, or the core 6 to be, well, core 5 now to be specific, they all do look fantastic. I know people don't like the fact that Zora is still using her season 1 outfit, but she still looks great. And Aaron, again, does just look fantastic. The darker shades on him is amazing. So yeah, all of the ninja are looking fantastic. And again, I just can't wait to have him in my collection. But overall, it is just a fantastic looking wave of sets. And like I said, let me know what you do think of them, because there are a lot there that I can't wait to get my hands on. And let me know which ones you guys are going to be getting yourselves. But that about is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Okay, bye.